Ladies and gentlemen, Trump is not playing around. He woke up and chose violence, and metaphorically because YouTube is watching, but something about Trump that's happening right now. Maybe you guys are noticing it. I think he's trying to show us something here. I think he's trying to show us how other countries think that they can control the United States of America. Now, obviously, we know that people in our government think that they can control the United States of America. That's called the swamp. That's why you got to drain it. But he's also trying to show Americans what's going on from the outside. Now, something big just happened when it comes to Canada. Ontario, Canada's premier, Doug Ford, made a crazy threat. Now, I got to show you the response from Donald Trump. Now, again, how in the world do other countries like Canada can dictate and control electricity in the United States of America? Apparently, this is Doug Ford saying that he will shut down electricity in some parts of the United States of America. And I want to show you, isn't that crazy? I think that's what Trump is trying to show us. Like, hey, how in the hell did America get to the point where other countries control electricity? What? But I'm going to show you what Doug Ford said, the Ontario premier. And we're going to get to the point where also Caroline Levitt and also Donald Trump respond to this. But take a listen, ladies and gentlemen. This is distasteful and disgusting. Take a listen.
Let me be clear. I will not hesitate to increase this charge. If necessary, if the United States escalates, I will not hesitate to shut the electricity off completely. Believe me when I say I do not want to do this. I feel terrible for the American people because it's not the American people who started this trade war. It's one person who's responsible. That's President Trump. I'd rather be working together. I want to sell the U.S. more energy, more electricity, more critical minerals. I want to make Canada and the United States the richest, most successful, safest, most secure two countries on the planet. But as Premier, my number one job is to protect the people of Ontario and in hand protect the people of Canada. I will do whatever it takes. I will fight like I've never fought before to protect Ontario.
That is another country. And yeah, that's our neighbor. But that's another country. And I think something's happening here. Again, I mentioned it earlier, literally a minute ago, where I think Trump is trying to tell us that, hey, look at how these countries feel, that they can dictate certain things. And that's not the way it should be, especially being the most powerful country in the world. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what Trump woke up and said. Trump said, why would our country allow another country to supply us with electricity, even for a small area? Who in the world made these decisions and why? And can you imagine Canada stooping so low to use electricity that so affects the life of innocent people as a bargaining chip and threat? They will pay, excuse me. They're playing around right now and they're about to find out. But they will pay a financial price for this so big that you'll be reading about it in history books for so many years to come. Now, again, that's Trump. He woke up and chose violence, as the people like to say. Now, this right here, I got to show you because this just happened. Caroline Levitt, very, very talented, by the way. I'm 28. I think she's still 27. So she's younger than me. And she's the White House press secretary. And now this is going viral because apparently Canada feels that they can control. And by the way, shout out to all my Canadians out there. This has nothing to do with the Canadian people. This is just more of government on government. And again, this is her being asked about it. And watch what she has to say, ladies and gentlemen. Take a listen.
Conversations between the administration and the Canadians going on over this tariff, because the Ontario Premier says the next step is to cut off electricity to the U.S.
And the president put out a statement after seeing those comments and said that it would be there would be grave consequences imposed on Canada if they think about shutting off electricity for the United States of America and our citizens. And the president is also determined to ensure that we are depending on American electricity, not the electricity production of foreign nations, including our allies in Canada. As for conversations between...
You have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it. Again, Trump came out and it was an F around and find out situation. He says, like she said, based on Ontario, Canada, placing a 25% tariff on electricity coming into the United States, I have instructed my Secretary of Commerce to add an additional 25% tariff to 50% on all steel and aluminum coming into the United States from Canada, one of the highest tariffing nations anywhere in the world. This will go into effect tomorrow morning, March 12th. Oh man, that's tomorrow. Also, Canada must immediately drop their anti-American farmer tariff of 250% to 390% on various U.S. dairy products, which, again, long been considered outrageous. So, again, Trump is showing us something here. Many people think he's crazy, that he's trying to crash the economy. I think right now what Trump is trying to do is show the American people how they're being ripped off, why tariffs are important, and how other countries have been getting away with this for so very long, and how leadership after year after year after year just lets this ride and lets it happen. So now you got people acting up. You got the premier of Ontario. Yeah, I'll shut down your electricity. Like Trump is like, wait a minute. Let me show you guys something. Let me tell you something. This is not the way you want to do this. So again, he says, I will shortly be declaring a national emergency on electricity within the threatened area. This will allow the United States of America to quickly do what it has to do to alleviate this abusive threat from Canada. And other, again, egregious, long-term tariffs are not likewise dropped by Canada. I will substantially increase on April 2nd the tariffs on cars coming into the United States. That's supposed to go into effect after April Fool's Day, which he has mentioned before. Permanently shut down the automobile manufacturing business in Canada. So Trump he's telling Canada, again, you got to play ball. All this tough guy talk, this is not who you guys are. Those cars can easily be made here in the United States of America. Also, Canada pays very little national security. All they do is rely on the United States of America for protection. We are subsidizing Canada in the tune of more than $200 billion a year. Why? This cannot continue. The only thing that makes sense is for Canada to become the 51st state. So it's all coming down. Sounds like Trump is serious about making Canada the 51st state. That would literally, Trump says, this will make all tariffs and everything else totally disappear. Canadians' taxes will be very substantially reduced. They will be more secure militarily and otherwise than ever before. There will no longer be a northern border problem, and the greatest, most powerful nation in the world will be bigger, better, and stronger than ever. And Canada will be a big part of that. The artificial line of separation drawn many years ago will finally disappear, and we will go back to being the safest, most beautiful nation anywhere in the world. So again, your brilliant anthem, "Oh Canada," says Trump, will continue to be played, but now representing a great, powerful state within the nation that, again, the world has ever seen, the most powerful nation the world has ever seen. And again, you have the premier of Ontario, F around and find out. So Donald Trump is basically saying, hey, I'm showing America that this is what these people are doing, and this is who these people think they are. Again, these are cars, manufacturing, that can be brought here to the United States of America. We don't need Canada for this. And Trump is saying, like, we've been getting ripped off for so many years. And again, this is going to cause crashes and uncertainty in the market. You have people already coming out and trying to make fun of Trump. You got Don Lemon coming out, and I want you guys to hear what he has to say, because, again, when you don't know about the economy, when you don't know about stocks, when you don't know about the markets, when you don't know about uncertainty, when you don't even know what recession even means, you start to talk like this. Take a listen.
We're in a world of hurt. No matter what Donald Trump tells you, because he's nervous, he's scared, he's doing these interviews because he's trying to change the narrative, such negative news. We're in a recession. We are. And a dictatorship, but we're in a recession. All of these tariffs, the putting them out there, enacting them, and then pulling back, it's not helping the market at all. The stock market is tanking. He knows it. That's his big indicator of the health of the economy, is through the stock market. Now he's telling Maria Bartiromo, we should look at the stock market. We should have a longer outlook than a quarter. Really? That's not what he said before. And he's pulling back tariffs in certain areas where he knows it will affect the people who voted for him, like farmers and the auto industry and blue collar workers. They're getting hip to it, and he's nervous about it. This is where you put the pressure on Donald Trump. This is where the other side, Democrats or the folks who are not Trump supporters, this is what they should be doing. They should be pointing this out endlessly, because this is the weak spot that I believe that they can take back and gain some control.
Don Lemon, who, again, very confused individual, doesn't even know what he's talking about, doesn't even know his career anymore. He's doing what I'm doing, which is just turning on a camera. How you going from CNN making $20 million a year to doing what I'm doing? I think that, well, again, that's his decision. But that's the update from Donald Trump in Canada. And again, and you know what's crazy? I'll say this about Canada. Canada was tariffed 100% by China. And there was nobody in the United States of America, none of these liberals lost their minds about China stepping in and, getting into the tariff trade war. Again, because we know Xi Jinping, not really the best relationship when it comes to Canada's former Prime Minister, Trudeau. So again, Canada feels they could turn off electricity in certain parts of the United States. Donald Trump says he will declare a national emergency, but he's also showing you how far these people are willing to go to show you. This is my opinion, by the way. It could be different. Many liberals think it's different. And the economy is something that, again, in my opinion, many opportunities are going to be built within this. Right? This is not Biden's economy anymore. This is an economy that will bring rates down. We also have very big news about, the eggs going down, gas going down since Trump has been in office. Again, when insurance comes into the market, you will see stocks and everything else blow up. But before that, you will start to see rates go down. You will start to see things go down, inflation go down, right? The market right now, what the market is doing is bringing inflation down. That's what the market is doing. The market is literally correcting itself from whatever the hell fake job numbers it was, right? So it was fake assurance to the market. Trump is exposing that this is not real. We need to build America back up. So now the market is going to do some type of 360. At some point, you will start to see things go up, and slowly you will, in my opinion. So again, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to smash the like button. Let me know where you guys are watching from. As always, let me know if you guys enjoy this. I'm currently in Texas, so that's where you see me in a hotel room. I hope you guys enjoy this content. I will be live streaming and doing all that stuff for the next 4 to 5 days as I'm out here. The work doesn't stop, so I hope you guys appreciate that and give this video a thumbs up. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.